チャンネル登録、いいねボタンよろしくお願いします。
チャンネル登録。
You got it, bro.
Like he got like four bottles of like Costa coffee in the Olympics. And then there's me with like my 2 shots of espresso topped with black coffee. And we were just going wired to these games.
Yeah, bro. That's how I couldn't believe it. Like he just cracks coffee and just like chugs them down.
Hope you guys are having an amazing day. We have a huge episode of IKEMAX. We have another Olympian, the third Olympian.
Wow, so
on the pod. Yeah.
Okay.
So we had Ira, Gavin, and our next guest. You want to bring him in?
All right. So we have the young fella coming on today. Rookie, new to Japan. We're looking forward to some big things from him. Olympian Hugh, welcome to the show, bro.
Thank you guys for having me. It's great to be here and, finally meet you guys.
Yeah, bro.
I appreciate it a lot. You kind of had a unique path, so I want to go into that a little bit later on. But I kind of want to start with your background. You're born and raised in Hawaii, and how was that experience like growing up in the island and playing volleyball and basketball?
I mean, growing up on the island, it's just different, It's different from mainland America. People are better, food's better, just everything is just better, I think. And I don't know, I grew up with a bunch of friends on the same street, and it's just a lot of fun. I had a great childhood for sure.
And what was your, I saw that you were an elite level volleyball player in your youth and junior levels, and also played for the USA national team.
Mm-hmm.
And then you kind of transitioned into basketball. So can you go into the volleyball part of your sports career and then transition to basketball?
Yeah. So I started volleyball pretty late. I've been playing basketball my entire life. But I started volleyball in like 7th grade and got really good in 10th grade. And then started getting attention from like a ton of colleges and volleyball. Started getting into like USA national team camps and A1 camps, which is it's like national team and then A1. Those are like the 2 super elite levels. And just playing against like super good volleyball players. And yeah, I mean, volleyball has helped out basketball a lot because I could actually jump because of that. But basketball wise, I've been playing my whole life. Yeah, basketball and me, we've had a weird relationship, but in high school, like I was the tallest and biggest one. Wasn't really a challenge, got triple team kind of thing. So, I mean, they both relate to each other and they both helped out each other for sure.
What made you decide that basketball was the outlet you kind of wanted to take for the next level?
Right. So I was like a bit of a prima donna dickhead in volleyball. I thought I was can I swear?
That's, yeah, sure.
Hey, go free. I could always bleep it out if need be.
Okay. I thought I was the shit basically, and I got humbled pretty bad my junior year. Had a coach that I didn't mess with. Had terrible year. Wasn't in shape for volleyball. But I had a great basketball year. So all my scholarships dried up on the volleyball side because they saw me as a head case. And then basketball wise, the offers started rolling in for D1, and I was just like, okay, let's just switch over to basketball. Yeah, basically how it went.
How was it like playing at Iolani? That's the premier prep school in Hawaii, as well as Punahou. And I know Iolani Classic is a huge tournament nationally. So did you play against any big name players during your career as a high school player?
Yeah, I think the biggest players were Kevon Looney, Matt Coleman, PJ Washington. Those were like the bigger guys. My brother played against RJ Barrett the year I left. Yeah, and that was always fun, going up against like mainline competition. And yeah, I don't know. It's different than Hawaii basketball because Hawaii basketball, it's so much perimeter oriented, and they would always try to like clog the paint against me. But against the mainlanders, they just were like one-on-one, and that was always so much fun. That was so much fun.
How did you stack up in those days against like teams from the mainland?
Yeah, so against the Oak Hills or like the Finlays, I would probably get like 10 points maybe and have like one highlight block every now and then. But against like the smaller teams, like I don't even know what they're called, but like we played Peyton Pritchard's team my freshman year. They were pretty small, but against those like mid-level mainland teams, I'd have like 20, 25. Okay. Because they just wouldn't double team me, and I could just go to work.
Good stuff.
Okay, so what brought you to University of Portland? I know you had kind of taken the offer at UC Santa Barbara, I believe, and then you decided to go to University of Portland. Was it the coach, or what decided to go over there?
So, yeah, I mean, I was supposed to go to Santa Barbara in the last quarter of my senior year. I was literally at a volleyball tournament driving through Santa Barbara, and just hear on the radio, Coach Bob Williams got fired. And I was just like, oh, no, bro. And then they brought in this guy named Joe Pasternak from Arizona. And he called me up saying, like, hey, you could be a walk-on, but we really think you're like a D3 player.
Wow.
And I was upset. My parents were upset because they wouldn't honor the scholarship that I was verbally committed to. So then the old coaching staff just sent my name out. Pepperdine and Portland were the final options. And I have a lot of family in Portland, so I was just like, let's just go to Portland.
And how was that experience like? You go from being in Hawaii every day to Portland.
I mean, I like Portland as a city. I think the people are just weird, but they're really cool. Like, they'll help you out. The college is great. The students are great. My teammates are great. I didn't really mess with Terry Porter, but I put that more on myself than anyone else. Again, like, did a lot of growing up at Davis, and I just kind of realized, like, yeah, maybe at Portland I was a bit of a kid there too, and me and TP clashed because of that, probably.
Yeah, but it's a different challenge going from, like, when you're the man in high school, going to, like, that collegiate level. That's a challenge for everyone.
Yeah, so I came in without working out at all in the summer.
Bro.
It was bad. Yeah.
Bro. Could not do that.
Yeah. So I came in out of shape like crazy, and we had a 7'4" center who was like 270. His name was Phil Hartwich, and he was a senior. And I was the one who always matched up with him because no one else wanted to match up with him, and I was the freshman that just got stuck with that. And, yeah, he kicked my ass for like the first 6 months of season, and they had to redshirt me. And then they were trying to get rid of me my sophomore year, but then I had a great sophomore year. So, yeah, I got my ass kicked, though, first half of freshman year.
You probably showed up in shape as a sophomore, though, I bet.
Oh, sophomore, gained like 10 pounds of muscle, was running.
And that's the difference.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't in great shape still, I think, but like skill-wise, like, just way better than the people they brought in. And I was just like, yeah, let me just get mine real quick. Make sure I get to stay kind of thing. Yeah.
That year, you matched up with Rui Hachimura.
Yeah, my sophomore year.
What was that like going up against him and then now on the Olympic team, your teammates?
I mean, we didn't really talk about it that much, but I remember back then, it was probably like one of the biggest media games we've ever had because Portland, we don't get that much media. But then, we got Hugh versus Rui, and then there was like a couple of Japanese media outlets just coming through with a ton of cameras. And yeah, it was a crazy experience being out there with him and him giving us 20, and then I'm over there trying to get 10. But no, we didn't really talk about it this time in the Olympics or in the World Cup. It just happened, you know.
Okay, so you had a kind of like a turn of events making the Olympic team. You were selected above, maybe from the outside, maybe other people were more qualified, I guess, to be on the team. How did you take that experience, and what did you learn from that experience being on the Olympic team?
I mean, just anything is possible if you get your mentality right. Yeah, like you said it, like, to be honest, no one thought, even me, that I was going to make this team. I thought I was just there as a young guy. Let's put him through camp, see how he does. But, ultimately choose like a Takeuchi over him. But fixed my mentality at Davis, got into some books, some David Goggins, some Mark Manson, like some like organize your mind kind of books. And it made the difference. It honestly did. It made all the difference this camp, and I really think that's why I made the team.
I mean, so you go from college to World Cup, national team. That's totally different level of basketball. Like, what did it take for you? I mean, I understand those books and changing your mind is very, very important, but basketball-wise, what switched for you?
Honestly, I don't think a lot, because this past season I had surgery on my right thumb and I couldn't play a lot of games. And yeah, we were kind of scrambling, but I just remember like getting in crazy shape for this training camp. And then me and my big man, like he had a torn ACL at Davis. I had a torn thumb, and we just get in the gym and just do like baby hook shots, like a crazy amount of baby hook shots. And that helped too. But, besides conditioning, really, I think it's more mindset that entire time. Yeah. Because I was just injured. I couldn't do anything with my right hand.
Yeah.
Being the youngest player on the team, who kind of like, I guess, took you under their wing on the team?
Oh, Gavin for sure. Gavin and Ryan. Those two guys immediately, because, we all speak English. And yeah, they took me under. Yeah. I mean, more Ryan in the beginning, before, he was let go. And he was just telling me things, yada, yada, yada. And then once he was let go, and then it's just me, Gavin, and Avi. It's like the three big dudes who speak English. Gavin was telling me about like recovery stuff, and like he got me on coffee, which was terrible.
Oh man, he got me on coffee, bro. Bro, he started me too, man.
He started me on coffee, and
I should have warned you. My bad, bro.
Yeah, no, it's good, but he got me hooked now, bro. And it's just like, and
Wait,
Co's on
black coffee
Gavin.
or?
Bro.
Yeah,
Gavin had
coffee.
me drinking like a half a liter before the game. Well, 1 liter before the game.
Like he gets like he got like 4 bottles of like Costa coffee in the Olympics. And then there's me with like my 2 shots of espresso topped with black coffee. And we just going wired to these games.
Yeah, bro. That's how I couldn't believe it. Like he just cracks coffee and just like chugs them down.
Chugs it.
Before the game.
For no reason, yeah. But to him, it's like, he looks normal, but like I was sitting there tweaking a little bit.
I mean, but to have mentors like Gavin and Ryan, guys who've like been there and done it and had a lot of success in Japan, you can't really ask for more than that being a young player. So
yeah, I mean, it made my experience this time so much better. Not knocking Physiquus or anything, but he was more like, okay, I got to really score for this team. Like I got to like get in shape. Like he had his own things worried about, but like, Ryan's like, he's more of a passer. And then Gavin's like, he has a super high IQ too. They were just more concerned about the people around them rather than scoring. Yeah. Like they knew they had a different role than Physiquus was. So they were like a lot more aware of like the other players around them.
For sure,
yeah.
For sure. I mean, and that shows why they've had the success that they've had for so many years. What was the best bit of advice you think you got from one of those guys?
Best bit of advice besides the coffee? I think just like patience is really like the whole thing. Like, and it wasn't even like, Hugh, you gotta have more patience. Just like them like pointing out times that I had like patience and I was like good and scored because of it, or made the right pass or the right read, and then them telling me to like stop tweaking out and actually like relax a little bit and look at the game a little bit more and pick your spots more. I think that's the biggest thing, because for me heading into this camp, like I was just trying to go the entire time, and that was my mindset. And they were just telling me like, chill out, bro, chill out.
Yeah. With your athleticism though, you don't really have to rush anything because you're kind of usually at the athletic advantage, so you don't have to force it. Just you can let the game come to you.
Right. And I was just trying to go as fast as I could and get as much separation as possible. But, maybe that works 1 out of 10 times, but the other times, like, you really got to look.
It was working the exhibition games, though. I think your hustle and your energy was actually a difference maker. I think a lot of people saw that, so might be the coffee. Who knows?
It's definitely the coffee.
It was definitely the coffee.
For sure.
It is a difference maker, man.
All right, someone got to sponsor Hugh in Okinawa with the coffee. You got to find a cafe.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta find my coffee fix.
So I guess from the spectators, if they want to know like what the Olympic bubble was like, what was it like in there? And is there like a funny episode that you have of being in the bubble?
I mean, honestly, it's like a big college town, but like rather, sometimes at college, like there's the athletes and the regular students, and the athletes get like preference. There's none of that. Like everyone's equal. Everyone's super elite at their sport. All of them are like, super chatty. Want to like, you can talk any of them up. Like you're trading pins with everyone. Like I have a huge necklace of pins. Like honestly, crazy experience. I can't really describe it in words. I think the pretty good moment was, I don't know. I'm a fan of the All Blacks, of the New Zealand team rugby, and like we were trading pins with them, and I was so lucky to find them. Like they just came out of nowhere, and then with their New Zealand accents, they were just like, "Oh, like we're super tall. It's just me, Gavin, and Avi." And then they're asking us like, "Oh, what sport do you guys play? What sport do you guys play?" And we're just like basketball. And then they just go off on this huge riff of saying like, "Oh, we were just talking to those guys over there. They're hella tall, but we said they're basketballs. They're actually rowers." And then they start like doing like this rowing thing, and they're all like super animated. Wow. I don't know if it's a funny story, but like I found that like so cool that they're just like that boys with strangers,
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
All Blacks is legendary for sure.
But that's such an awesome experience at your age, bro. Like to be as young as you are and to get an experience like that, to be around athletes at the elite level like that is just, it does wonders for your mindset.
It does. Like I was working out in the gym and I'm seeing Luis Scola at 41 years old, not even working out and doing this hard ass yoga routine. And I've gotten into yoga because I saw Luis Scola doing it. So, yeah, it's crazy.
It's the reason he's 41 and still doing it, man.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You're definitely on the right path.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because you're learning from people around you, and I think that's a huge attribute to have to be successful. Right. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, what was the biggest decision, or I guess the biggest reason why you decided to forego your last year of college and join琉球Golden Kings?
So, in the moment, I was looking at it as I'm not making this Olympic team. And 2023 is probably my last chance to become like a regular member on the national team. How do I get better? Like, how do I become the best player that I could be in these next 2 years? And pro was the answer to that. No knock on Davis. So Davis has an amazing program. Like you send anyone to Davis and they're going to become a young man that's, at least has a degree and can do anything in the world. But for basketball wise, I thought going pro was the best option.
Yeah, for sure. I would agree with that because like guys, every guy you're going to face this year that you're going to play against was the best player at that collegiate level. Whether that was D1, D2, whatever division it was, they were the best player in that conference on that team. Right. So you're going to be facing that on a week in, week out basis. So that's the best way to grow.
The premier position here, the big position. Playing against Jack Cooley every day.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
That's going to help you grow, though, man. You need that.
Yeah, exactly. I need to figure out my angles because he knows his angles, too, and he's big, and that's crazy.
Yeah, but that's what we talked about. I told you, play to your strengths, so, bro. Don't try to play his game. You got to play your game.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
How much have you studied the competition in the B League? Do you kind of have a good knowledge base of the players out here? Or?
I think so. At least like the really good players. especially on like the premier company teams like Mikawa, Chiba, Tokyo, obviously Okinawa. Yeah, but probably the smaller teams, not so much. Because I was really just focused on the bigger teams, especially Mikawa with Avi playing there. He's my closest comparison. So, yeah.
All right, so coming into this season, what are you really looking forward to in this upcoming B-League season?
I think what I'm really looking forward to is obviously playing in that arena. That arena is so nice.
It's nice, bro.
In front of all the Okinawan fans, like that's just hella fun that I get to play there for 30 games. And then just figuring out like routines that I could just do. Like it's my rookie year, I'm gonna make a ton of mistakes, but I'm just, I have no idea what's to come, and just figuring out like, okay, this is my first season. Can I do this, this, and this? Okay, can't do that. Let's switch it over to this, this, and this. Just trying out a ton of things. Yeah.
So what steps would you say you've taken mentally and physically to kind of prepare yourself for what you're going to experience? Because we have a long season here. It's a grind.
Yeah, I've heard it's a grind over here. So obviously, like yoga was like the first thing that I went to because it's just different. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just rejuvenating, but it also is a workout. And mentally, it kind of grounds you too. So like, honestly, that. And then right now, because it's preseason, I'm going pretty hard in the workouts. But, as you said, the season's really long. I kind of have to figure out how to stay in shape, but also not kill myself. And I don't know how that's going to look yet, to be honest with you. And that's why I have to try it out.
For sure. I mean, you're young, so you're in the stage now where you're learning your body. So
right.
You have to learn how far you can push yourself, but still recover to the point where you can play. So.
Right. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out, especially because college, I didn't play a lot of games because of redshirting and my injury. So this season will tell me a lot. I'll learn a lot this season for sure.
Well, I'll tell you, from an experienced player, I've been over here a long time, to play and to be durable here, you have to take your recovery serious. So
yeah.
You really have, because that Saturday, Sunday, those back-to-backs, or Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, it can be tough, so make sure you're really focusing on your recovery and rejuvenating your body.
Right. I mean, I've always been like a big advocate of sleep and getting into stretching, trying to find good food places here. Yeah, I mean, just trying to do the bare minimum first and then figure out what's after that,
For sure.
All right, so you landed in Okinawa. They have a lot of the amenities that America has to offer as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what do you miss from home the most?
What do I miss from home the most? I mean, obviously my family. I miss them a lot. But if we're just talking about amenities wise, man, I don't even know. They have everything here. Probably easy access to American like deodorant. I have to go on base for that stuff. Mm-hmm. That's kind of a hassle, but food wise, I mean, probably authentic like Hawaiian plate lunch. I mean, they do like local stuff over here, but it's not nearly as good.
Okay, so what's the spot? What's the spot in Hawaii?
Rainbows.
Rainbows.
Yeah. I mean, it was right next to Iolani, so we used to hit that up all the time. And yeah, my coach would get it for the team. It was just so good. It's a heart attack on a plate, but it's so good. Yeah.
Rainbows.
You got to go, man. You got to go to Hawaii.
Bro, I've never been to Hawaii, bro.
You got to go. I mean, not now, but like when COVID's like kind of calmed down a little bit, you definitely have to go.
It's just a timing thing, bro.
Food. Yeah.
Because like, I mean, you're over here for 10 months, so you get a 2-month break. My wife's Canadian. I go see my family and then her family, and it's time to come back.
Just get everyone in Hawaii, man. Just get
Exactly.
Huge, Airbnb.
Huge Hawaii food.
Hey, when I come, I'm expecting the Hugh treatment.
Hey, man, if I'm there, I got you. Tour guide, everything. I can bring my brother, too. He's been on the island for like, 21 years? He knows everything.
Yes, sir.
So actually, I want to go into food. So give me your top 4 grub spots in Hawaii?
Top 4 grub spots in Hawaii. That's tough. So I'm gonna say Rainbows because that's a heart attack on the plate. Ono's and it's right next to Iolani. It's a Pokeball spot. It's the best Pokeball spot on the island. Damn, bro. What else? Okay, I'm also a huge fan of Terrace House, and I'm into coffee too. So Eric's coffee shop is down there. It's called Punch Bowl Coffee. It's pretty good. A little pricey, but it's really good coffee. And then you get to talk with a Terrace House dude, and I'm just like super hyped about that. Where else? I'm trying to think. Oh, there's a fire Thai food spot in Hawaii Kai. I don't remember the name of it, but it's right behind the golf course. And it's so good. It's so good. I haven't had Thai food like as good as that place in the world. So, yeah.
This is your Thai food guy right here.
Hey, if you come to Tokyo, yeah, let's go get some Thai food.
All right, for sure. Yeah. But 99% sure it's not beating my place in Hawaii at all.
That's the challenge right there.
That's a challenge.
We'll get some if we have a chance.
Okay, for sure. I appreciate that.
All right, and let's go, because we're on the topic of Hawaii, top 4 places to chill at in Hawaii. Let's say just keep it on Oahu.
Okay, top 4 places. Obviously, my beach, Waimanalo Beach. I think that's the best beach in the world. I grew up there, you know, did so much there. Like, yeah, that's the best beach in the world. There's like a hiking spot called Mount Willie Falls. I love that hiking spot. Like, it's a 2-mile hike to like 2 waterfalls that you could jump into. Wow. Fire. So good. Where else, man? Where else did I really hang out? Because like Lanikai on Kailua side, really good.
Yeah, Lanikai is the place that Obama stays at when he goes to Hawaii.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I mean, Obama's building his Hawaii house in Waimanalo too, so something's on the east side for sure. Something's on the east side. Wow. And then, honestly, I think Outrigger, there's an Outrigger canoe club that me and my brother were a part of, or I was a part of, but he's still a part of. And we would play beach volleyball at their courts and then go swim after and maybe grab a smoothie. Like, that place was, yeah, that was good times.
Awesome.
I want you to put on your GM hat. You said you have a little bit of knowledge about the level of players here. So I want you to choose, because you're a naturalized or you're a Japanese citizen.
Japanese.
So you can have 1 American player and 3 additional Japanese players.
Damn.
You're starting 5.
Okay. 1 American player. I'm probably playing the 4.
No current teammates.
Sorry. You can't pick teammates though.
No current teammate. I can't take Cooley.
No bias. No bias.
That's crazy. Okay. I'm trying to think of the centers. Probably Alex Kirk from whatchamacallit.
We just interviewed him.
Toyota. Yeah, he was just
Tokyo.
on.
Yeah, from Tokyo. Because he's just big as hell. So I need a big guy next to me. I'll play the 4. Who's going to be at the 3? I think Mako's at the 2. Mako is just crazy. He's crazy.
Bucket, bro.
Crazy.
He's a bucket, bro.
Who am I putting at the 3 though? I'm putting Leo at the 1 because me and Leo get along really good. Like, he passes me the ball. Like, we have like a connection.
For sure.
Like, Daiki and Yuki are really good, but I'm definitely putting Leo there. And at the 3, bro, I'm thinking Kosuke, but
it's gotta be Kosuke.
I don't know.
Bro, I played with that dude for 4 years, bro.
He's nuts. Like, you just throw him the ball like right here, and he'll just go like that and just make it.
It's nuts, bro.
It might have to be Kosuke.
You're making the right decision. You're making the right decision.
Yeah,
you're making the right decision, bro. Hey, you're talking about big, bro. You haven't seen Josh Smith yet.
I've heard like he's like 400 pounds, bro. Is that really true?
Bro, you think Jack is, and he's super athletic.
Really?
Bro, you'll see. Like, you think Jack's big. Big
Josh Smith is this big.
That's a big boy. He's got the biggest hands you've ever seen. Like
Really?
when he gets his hands on the ball, it's like just nothing you can do about it. He's so big, bro.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. You'll see. You'll get to match up with him.
Okay. We'll see what happens.
All right, so Hugh's lineup is you have Leo Vendrame at the 1.
Yep.
You have Makoto Hiejima at the 2. 3 is Kosuke Kanemaru. 4 is Hugh. And 5 is Alex Kirk.
Okay. Good lineup.
That's a pretty solid lineup, I would say.
Lineup.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I don't know. I mean, I'd rather take Jack at the 5 because dude is huge and just grabs all the rebounds. So, but if I had to choose a different one, it'd have to be Alex Kirk. Yeah.
AK's a good choice, man. He's a good player. You're gonna match up with some really good players this year, man. You're gonna really get to see where you're at, like in your development, because like on that level, like everyone's good. You're not gonna have like, any bad guys.
Yeah, I mean, I could just see it with our imports and here, like Dwayne, Allen, Jack, like all 3 of them could just hoop.
Yep.
All right. So we got a few questions from the fans. So I want to do some quick fire questions.
Okay.
It says, 普段3食何を食べていますか? ご飯、パン、ラーメン. So what do you eat for your 3 meals?
Okay. So morning,
on a regular day, yeah.
Morning is usually I get up, throw 2 fat pieces of bread in the toaster, make some eggs, get some natto, make like bread, egg, natto, toast, and then if I could get a smoothie in, I could get a smoothie in, but that just depends on the time, just so I could get my fruits and veggies. Lunch, if it's on the weekends, I try to get like a poke bowl from somewhere, anywhere really. If it's a weekday, then, try to find some like grilled chicken around, or food prep my own poke bowl, but that's kind of hard. And then at night, really just whatever the teammates want to eat, it just mixes up. My dinner meal is really different. I couldn't tell you which one I eat more. But if I'm cooking salmon or chapelle steak, or baked chicken, or meatloaf. Those are the 4 meals I cook for myself.
Man, you cook better than me already.
At Davis, I had to learn. Someone taught me real good, so I had to learn.
Yeah, I feel like an idiot for asking, but what is a poke bowl?
So it's like sashimi on top of a rice bowl, but it's like it started in Hawaii, and then they have like it's usually like soy sauce.
I probably had that before in Japan, right?
It's a donburi. It's kind of like a donburi, but a Hawaii version of a donburi. Yeah.
Like it's like a bunch of fish, donburi, and then like you have like wasabi or like spicy ahi or like salmon and octopus. Like it's whatever you want.
I've definitely had something like that before.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Like in Hawaii, they have it at the supermarket.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's nuts.
Oh, wow.
All right. Another question from the same person. すでに知り合い、仲がいい選手、負けたくないライバル選手はいますか? So, do you have anyone that was an acquaintance before, a player that you're close with, or a rival player?
I mean, people that I was acquainted before, like Kai Taves, Ko, Avi, people that I've played with on the national team, Farad Rashido from Chiba. Rival, everyone loves to put me and Avi against each other like all the time, especially on the national team. We were never on the same team even once during camp. But I don't really think of it as my rival. I think of more of him as like a brother. Yeah, honestly, I haven't met anyone that I'm just like, damn, I want to kick your ass, so.
Oh, you will soon. You will soon.
Yeah. I mean, I will soon.
There's some dudes out here.
Yeah, but no one like that so far. Everyone's been really cool.
Yeah.
But no one's been like, oh, I want to kick this guy's ass,
You started living in Japan It's far from Hawaii, but is there anything that kind of like made you surprised about living in Japan, or surprised you about living in Japan?
I don't think there's much that surprises me anymore because I've always come to visit every summer when I was a kid. I think back before COVID, like seeing people passed out on the side of the street was pretty wild. Like, when you're just going in the morning. Other than that, I don't think anything else is like really that surprising to me. Yeah, everything else. Like I knew about the trash. I knew about taking your shoes off because we do that in Hawaii too. Like nothing's really crazy.
What's your Japanese like? Pretty good?
Like third grade, fourth grade level.
Okay.
I could talk to the other like players.
Okay.
And we could communicate because I could speak Japanese when they can't speak English, but it's definitely like rough. It's definitely rough.
That's pretty good.
Okay, from the same person, 試合前によく聞く曲を教えてください. So, a song that you listen to pretty often before games.
Song. I mean, it's just different genres. Like I start with Hawaiian music, and then after that, I just dive into like 2000s R&B / hip hop. So actually, not hip hop, more R&B, like club music. And that with coffee is just like it's just so much fun.
It's a vibe.
You're on a trip, huh?
I mean, Gavin has made my pre-games like so much fun again.
All right. Another question from the same user. You can answer this question however way you like. 好きなタイプは? So, is there a certain type that you like in terms of you could take? Yeah.
This is easy. I'm gonna take this as like a 彼女たち.
Yes.
So, Terrace House, Lauren Tsai. I've been saying this like ever since I saw her on the screen when she first walked into Aloha State. She's like by far my celebrity crush. Like I've never had one before, but like she's the only one from Aloha State.
All right, let's put it out. Let's put it out there then.
Put it out there.
Lauren Tsai. Yeah,
Lauren Tsai.
We got to make this happen.
That's how you do it. Gotta shoot your shot.
Dude, yeah. I mean, I've tried, but yeah, this is never gonna happen. It's never
shoot it again.
It's funny.
All right. Yeah, I guess from the fans, that'll be it. Yeah, thank you for coming on. We really do appreciate it. It's also nice to be able to have the opportunity to interview another Olympian. So it's been huge for us.
Yeah, man. I was trying to get him on before he decided to come to Japan, but he said he had to do something first. So
yeah, I guess being an Olympian, I did a little thing for sure, but
obligations.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me on the podcast. Like, definitely was a fun time.
Yeah, man, I'm excited to see how you grow this year. So after the season, we'll check back in with you again, and would love to have you on again and talk about your experiences.
Yeah.
I think you'll be great, bro.
Anytime. And yeah, looking forward to meeting you guys in person whenever I'm up in like Tokyo or near wherever the Alphas play. I don't even know where you guys play.
Tokyo, boss.
Tokyo? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Whenever I'm up in Tokyo, looking forward to meeting you guys.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Can you tell us where the fans can reach you, your social media, your Instagram, Twitter?
Yeah, so Instagram and Twitter, it's at Hugh Watanabe. Give me a follow. I'm kind of active on both, so yeah, for sure. Show some love.
Awesome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ike, you want to take us out?
All right. Once again, you guys, it's been another episode of IKEMAX. Hugh, thank you for coming on, man. It's been an honor speaking with you. Really looking forward to and expecting some big things from you this year. So looking forward to that. To the fans, please like, comment, subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.
Good luck, bro.
All right. Thank you, guys.